Hey everyone, it's Susie here, and today we're playing AFK Journey. For today's video, I'm going to go through the dev meetup. There was a really cool meetup in San Diego, and there's a Q&A to go along with it. Alright, so first of all, if this is your first time finding me, hello, I do go by Susie. I used to go by Ivy League Gaming. I'm a little bit of a derpy pirate still. I still have Bell's palsy, so I look a little goofy. And I'm a little bit sick right now, so if I look a little extra puffy, that's why. So bear with me. I'm gonna try my best. So in all the games I play, which if you check my home page on this YouTube channel, you will see the other channels that I have for gaming, and I always like to do the read the wall of text thing. So many people do not want to be like, to take the time to go through and read all this, but you might be like, all right, I'm going to listen to a video while I drive to work or while I'm doing the dishes or whatever, you know, you might be more keen to do that. So I always try to do like these little news updates, patch notes, Q&As. I always try to read through these things, and yeah, you can hopefully depend on my channel to always cover that stuff. So if you like that too, make sure you subscribe. This is a brand new baby channel for me that only has like 200 subscribers, so we have a long way to go. But yeah, it's been a fun journey so far. And let's get into this. This was cool. I knew about it because Danger Gray told me when we did our collab, and before that he was saying he was going to San Diego for some meetup. So I kind of knew this was already happening. Right, they said on October 18th, the AFK Journey team had the pleasure of hosting a player meetup in San Diego, where we were excited to connect to so many passionate players. It was a fantastic opportunity for us to share some exciting updates on the game's the game's future, and directly address players' questions. In this special edition of Talk with Designers, let's take a look at the highlights from the event. So they have done a lot of these Talk with the Designers things. I noticed that was really cool like last week. I shared that video as well. This is just the Q&A. This is from a live Talk with the Designers, quite literally, so that's even cooler. So yeah, there's an image here. You can see Turtle, he's cut off. When I show you on this screen, we have Danger Gray back here as well. And there might be some other faces you guys notice. Alright, so let's dive in. Q&A. Are there any plans to increase rewards for specific game modes or gameplay? The reply, in short, as we introduce more game modes and events in the future, the rewards will gradually increase in a balanced and structured way. After the release of Song and Strife, we realized that the gameplay content had prepared was consumed faster than we expected. Meanwhile, we can't simply inflate rewards, as that would negatively impact players who have already invested time and effort. Therefore, we prioritize the development of diversified gameplay content. Okay, pause before I continue. This sounds exactly like Dragonair. So, Dragonair had the same thing with like time gating, where you would push through the story and do your main quests, and then you get stuck every day. If there's a time gate that can be done within a 24-hour period, people are going to do it every day. Just that is how gacha gamers are. We're grinders, we push, we like to min-max. If there is a limit, we're gonna push until we hit the limit. If we don't know there's a limit, we might not though, actually. I feel like it's like because we know there's a limit, we want to hit the limit. Am I right, guys? I really think that's the thing. It's weird, but it's true. I don't know. Alright, so the other part that's just like Dragonair is we can't simply inflate the rewards because players already invested time and effort. Yes, you can. Dragonair did this. So Dragonair did this thing where they readjusted the start of the game, like the first season experience. So in this game, it would be like if they redid the experience and gave better rewards for the pre-season. And when they did that, everyone else who was in that current or who currently played just got the difference. So you could potentially, if you want to improve the rewards for players that are doing pre-season content, so there's a little bit more of a boost and excitement or whatever as people start out the game, you could do a balance pack via the inbox where they just give everybody the difference of what they missed because they improve the rewards. Like, okay, now from that time period you get like 20, you got 20 more epic invites, 30 more regular all hero, you get 5 rate ups, whatever temporal essence, whatever it may be, that is the difference in rewards that you can possibly get by just doing the story quests or doing whatever. You just send that out as a package thank you for already playing the game, and then it rewards players that are still here, the players that have played for a season or two, and doesn't make them feel like, well, that sucks, too bad I'm not starting my account now, I'd have an even better start. That's just something I wanted to take a moment to talk about, that it is possible that they could do that. And I've seen Dragonair do it. The only difference is Dragonair did it in a way that was not ideal, and they only gave it to people that were on the current season, not that had already played. They said, oh yeah, it's coming, but then they never did it. Like, if you're gonna do that, you gotta just give it to everybody at the same time, so it's balanced, versus saying, we're giving it to this group now, and then we'll give it to the other group later. No, just give it to everybody. Alright. So, for example, regarding the progression of Hypogean and Celestial factions, we're making Stellar Crystals more accessible by introducing new events. At the same time, we also brought in new game modes, such as the launched Clash Fronts. Let's not talk about that. To boost overall guild medal earnings, which helps to address concerns. I mean, this is definitely good. Like, adding new events to adjust rewards, or to give more rewards that realize maybe people need or are lacking, is great. But again, you can totally change the entire system of pre-season, the first 40 days of gameplay. You can do that. It's okay. Change it. Give more rewards. And then just give a reward balance thank you pack to the player base. You don't even have to do that, to be fair. It is what it is. Games change and improve over time, and people shouldn't feel entitled to get those rewards anyway. So, but if you want to feel like you're not screwing the players that already played, just give it to everybody. It's not that big of a deal. If everyone gets it, then it's fair. Okay. What's the roadmap for updates regarding gameplay, and what will the new gameplay modes be like? I can't read right now. I'm sorry, guys. My one job right now is to read, and I'm failing. My mouth feels extra, like, stiff and puffy. I don't know what's going on. The stupid Bell's palsy's getting worse, not better. Okay. Alright, the disclaimer: although we can't disclose specific details about future game developments, there are a few guiding principles we are following. We will continue developing new, exciting game modes around core combat mechanics. The most recent example is Clash Fronts, which was released a few days ago. We aim to cater to different types of players, whether competitive or non-competitive, solo or social, hardcore or casual. On top of this, more casual, fun-driven content will be added to the game, such as various mini-games, vast world gameplay, and new events featuring fresh game modes. Yeah, I feel like you have to err on the side of casual and fun because this is AFK in the name journey. Like, you have to go a little easier for stuff that's more carefree fun mini games than... But, I mean, I get it. You need the competition too. But there has to be a balance, right? Like, I guess that's what they're doing. They're trying to balance and make the different player bases happy. So that is good to see. I really think that's good to see. While we are adding these new features, we also want to prevent the game from becoming too exhausting or grindy. We are optimizing existing game modes. For instance, with the recent launch of Clash Fronts, a team event, we simplified the existing battle drill by adding a battle skip function. Makes it quicker not having to watch the whole battle. I like those. I like that, honestly. Because if you're trying to improve or min-max your team, you can watch the battle and analyze it. Or if you're just throwing something in and hoping for the best, and it is what it is, then there's no reason to sit there and watch the whole thing. Hit the YOLO skip button and see how it did. And then see your results afterward, because you can see at least who does what damage and all that too. Alright, looking ahead to next year, we introduce a multi-option system, allowing players with different preferences for game modes like Honor Duel, Arcade Labyrinth, or Fishing to select what suits them best while still earning the same rewards. This is really cool. The goal, so with the exception of certain game modes like AFK stages, the goal is to design a more distinct content and let players pick their own path. For example, Honor Duel is a unique mode enjoyed by some players. Naturally, they want better rewards from Honor Duel, but increasing those rewards might undermine players who don't enjoy it. In short, this is a mechanism that allows players to receive the same amount of rewards through different paths. So, this I heard them talk about in, I don't remember what video it was. If it was Danger Gray or Turtle, but one of them kind of showed that conversation. And I thought it was really interesting because the idea is, let's say you need to do your dailies every day, right? And, or maybe there's a special set of bonus daily rewards. In order to get those rewards, it doesn't matter if you do Honor Duel or if you do regular arena or if you do, I don't know, what did they say? Fishing? Arcane Labyrinth, whatever, or Arcane Labyrinth again. You can choose which thing you want to do to get those bonus rewards. Everything will earn points, and then like I think that would make sense. Like everything is worth some whatever points, and you can do that, but you're not forced to do Honor Duel and miss out. If you don't do Honor Duel, you're not going to get these new special rewards. That's really, really cool. Arcane Labyrinth, I didn't even notice, is so silly. So this mode doesn't make any sense to me, I realized after someone pointed it out. I don't remember where now, but maybe in my live stream. But you don't get you can't redo it weekly, right? So what's the point? You do it once and there's first time rewards or first time clear, right? Then what? Nothing? So then why even call it first time clear rewards if they're not going to be clearing it multiple times? There should be there should be a reward to doing your highest game mode possible in Arcane Labyrinth every week. At least a weekly reset, and we had to get a certain set of rewards again based on which one you clear. But maybe this new system where like they say Fishing, Honor Duel, Arcane Labyrinth are things that you don't necessarily have to do all the time, or you do the bare minimum and then you're done. But if you have a new set of rewards, you get to choose which one you like best, then it's a way to encourage people to do it. Like maybe you really like Arcane Labyrinth and you want an excuse to do it again. This new system will help. That's really, really cool. I think they did a good job. All right, how do you plan to encourage the use of non-meta characters? So we've been paying close attention to the viability of underused heroes. On one hand, we're working on new gameplay related to core combat, such as new battlefield environments or boss mechanics that provide opportunities for these non-meta heroes to shine. On the other hand, seasonal updates, like new magic charms or faction bonuses, can also make certain heroes more relevant in the game. For example, the design of the new Primal Lord Plague Creeper allows some Graveborn heroes to become more active by leveraging their faction talents. Oh, I love the backdrop they brought. That is fun. Somebody should have brought a steam iron, though. You couldn't have put a little steamer in someone's suitcase? Bruh. Get rid of those wrinkles. I'm a photographer. I used to run a photography studio when I lived in the US that I built from the ground up pretty well. So seeing creases on a backdrop hurts my soul. It's fine. All right. How will you address the issue of inactive servers and the inability to play with friends? To tackle the declining population in specific servers, which of course makes it more difficult to recruit new players for those guilds, we plan to implement social merge function. This feature will allow players from neighboring servers to join the same guild without affecting individual server rankings. So it can benefit you if your server starts to die but you're really active, because you'll get the best server rewards. But it won't hurt your guild activity because you could join another guild. That's perfect. Instead of doing server merges where you're... So like you were in the top 10 and then you merge with another server that's just full of Krakens and all of a sudden you're like 100 and you're like, what the hell? That's the kind of stuff that does make people quit. I never really thought about that because Dragonair actually did that and it was so frustrating. At first, to me, it was logical. I'm like, okay, yeah, just every new season you merge the servers that are close together, and it is what it is. The Krakens go together. But then it makes it harder and harder to place in the rankings. That's not good. But yeah, like the forced server merges, I always thought were okay, but the more I think about it, it's just not. And this is a really nice way to allow you to... I don't know, maybe it rewards players that play a long time, because if you're on a server a really long time and the population's declining, over time you're rewarded for still sticking with the game because you can place in the higher ranks easier, right? The next part, I don't know how I feel. Okay. In addition, we're considering a server transfer feature. That can be weird. Rest assured, we'll establish mechanism to maintain balance in the original server. In future events, we'll plan to introduce cross-server multiplayer gameplay similar to Warzones, allowing players to play together. Yeah, server transfer. People always are like, can I just transfer my character to another server to play with my friends? But I guess that should only... I would say that should only be allowed if you're a new player transferring to an older server, not the other way around, right? So, if you had a new server start, let's say I started with my people on server 351. And what if all of my celestial friends got together, our big cluster, and we're like, oh, Ivy started, or Suzi started a new guild. Our server sucks. We can never compete. Let's move to another guild or another server. Let's move to her server and we'll just take over. That wouldn't be good, right? Like, so if people could just move like a 6-month-old account onto a 1-month-old server, you're just gonna be at the top of the leaderboards because duh. So it would, if they're gonna do server transfers, it has to be with newer players taking that hit of being willing to go to older servers where they know they're gonna struggle to compete. But just because they want to be on the same server with their friends or whatever. But maybe if you are willing to do that, where you take your... If you are willing to take your new account and help populate an older server that's dying, maybe you're rewarded by getting some sort of booster packs with, like, at least for the sake of, like, the essence and, like, or, like, whatever, the dust and, books, the level up experience. Why can't I think of what everything is called right now? The basic leveling materials, maybe you get that easier, like the AFK rewards. Get a huge boost on if you transfer based on where you transfer to. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that one. Alright, lastly, a small teaser. Next year, we will introduce a dungeon-like game mode, providing non-competitive PvE content in a vast world with an immersive environment. We're also working on designing a shared map feature which will allow more players to explore the world map together. It's currently under development, and if possible, we aim to release this feature next year. That would be cool if you could pop to some special map, like from any server, to do some special events and like do it at the same time with your other cluster mates or friends from other servers. Sounds good to me. I think that sounds cool. Here's a quick look at a picture here. Alright, ending remarks. In closing, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks not only to the players who joined us at the meetup, but also to everyone in the community. Your passion and feedback are invaluable to us, inspiring us to keep working toward a richer and more enjoyable gaming experience for all. We're excited to continue this journey with you and can't wait to see where this takes us. So there were special bracelets made as gifts by an invited player, and a special t-shirts with all the players' signatures. Aw, that's cute. So they made these bracelets for everybody that attended, like the players did, and then brought a t-shirt for all the players to sign to give the devs. Turtle. I see the turtle. That's cute. I love it. Oh, it's a Lilith Games t-shirt that they all signed. That's cute. I like it. Alrighty. Okay, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about my comments on some of this stuff as well? I love this kind of stuff. I love looking at developer feedback and Q&As and analyzing them and giving my opinion as well as a very experienced gacha gamer. So, hope you guys enjoy this sort of video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.